everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So I've not long finished my 10 crafty questions video, and I created this little tag here. Yes, that's all I did for one whole video. Apparently talking and crafting at the same time was way too difficult, and I wanted to continue with that idea. So I have, as I said in my last video, I have some more papers here, and I've decided to turn the camera back on. I still haven't decided what I'm doing with them, and I'm not sure if I will share this, but I was like, if I don't turn the camera on and who knows what I'll do, then I'll have missed that opportunity. So I hope you're all fabulous and having an awesome crafty day. Like I said, I've been thinking about doing these tags for quite some time now, and as you saw, or may not have seen in my last video, I do have quite a lot of strips to play with. Now, the strips that I've just used, I believe I have enough of those to make another tag, which is really fun. So I'm just going to use what I have left over. Still trying to decide how to finish these off, whether I want to just leave them as they are and showcase these, showcase these beautiful papers from Antique Paperie, or whether I want to add something to them. Just not sure. Oh goodness, I thought I had an appointment this afternoon, but it turns out it's tomorrow. I had it mixed up, so it meant I got to come back in and do a bit more crafting, which is fabulous for me. I thought I'd have to wait until tomorrow, but my head's kind of in a spin right now because I was thinking I would be somewhere else doing something else, and I'm not. Not that I'm complaining. It's always a treat to be in my craft space with you all. So, but you know how you think you kind of psych yourself up, I guess, to being in a certain place at a certain time. But anyway, a reason to be in my craft room crafting is always a good thing. Okay. I cleaned my desk off before I did the 10 crafty questions video, and I'm just looking around and it's piling up already. That's okay. Well, it's not okay. I don't like cleaning. I'd rather be crafting, but one kind of goes without with the other. Sorry, one goes with the other, unfortunately. It's kind of like cooking. When you're cooking, you always have a mess to clean up afterwards, but you can't have one without the oh gosh. Tripping on my words. I need to slow down my thought process, nothing else. So with this one, when I attached my papers, I was a little bit sad that this strip here is just slightly narrower. So I'm going to do this one a little bit different. Trying to work out how I'm going to do it, but Oops, that's really annoying me. Maybe just had a thought. Maybe I will do this one the same. Fun. How pretty are they? Okay. So this is a great way to use any scraps that you have, especially the strips. Like I said, I think in the last video, I seem to have collected quite a lot just recently and decided that this would be a great way to use up those little pieces of paper. I try not to waste anything, or as very little as possible, because one of the things I love about junk journaling is that even the tiniest of scraps of things are usable in a junk journal or a journal. I don't tend to call them junk journals. I don't know if you've ever noticed. I tend to refer to them just as journals. Although I'm using recyclable material, for instance the book paper, I don't feel like there's anything junky about the end result. So I do tend to just refer to them as journals. And yes, I love the fact that even the tiniest scraps, now, I don't know if you've noticed, but I've decided to do 2 vertically instead of, no, horizontal instead of vertical. Oh my gosh. Yes, I don't think there's anything junky about them. And I understand and appreciate where that term came from. But for me, personally, I just think they're journals. Like, at the end of the day, that's what you create, regardless of what material you use. And I think they're all beautiful in their own right. And we live in a world of recycling and reusing and repurposing. And I don't know of any other product that is made from recycled material that is referred to in that way when they are repurposed or recreated into something else. So, personal preference. remembering what I need to do, so I'm inking my book paper. Our weather is warming up here, finally. I'm excited for spring. It just makes you feel like getting out and doing things. I was just saying to a friend, I have a lot of, I guess you could call it spring cleaning that I want to do, and when the weather turns like this, it just makes me more keen to get in and make a start on it, which I would possibly be doing more of today if I had not thought I had an appointment, but that's okay. I'm hoping this is the start of our beautiful spring weather, and I just love the spring weather. It doesn't seem to last long here before the heat kicks in, which I'm not looking forward to so much, but those beautiful pleasant days that just make you want to bounce up and get things done, I'm excited for that. Every year I hope it lasts a little bit longer. Just going to straighten this up a little bit. Probably shouldn't have used these scissors because I'm making them tacky, but never mind. Okay, one vertical card. Sorry. Oh golly, I haven't got back into the swing of things yet, guys. Can you tell? One card that is horizontal. Too fun. Love them. And I think I'm getting closer to using up the scraps that I had, so then I have to decide what I want to do. I'm hoping I can get enough for another horizontal card. So what do I have? These are my scraps that I have left over, so that's too small. So are they. They work. Oh, look at that, it's perfect. That one's too small. So I'm just going to see what else I have here. Oh, that one will work. I might pop that at the top just because it's a little bit wider. Maybe that one next. I need to just tear them, I think, get them to size. And it's not quite torn straight on this side, so let's see if I can fix that. I don't know whether I can. I don't think that was too bad. Questioning this piece. I don't think I've used those colors in this journal, so I'm not sure that's working for me. Okay, I do have this piece, so I'm going to use that instead. Okay. Wow, I've just looked at the time and I thought I'd been crafting for so long. I did one tag in that last video, and this is my third in this one, and it's like half the time. That's kind of embarrassing. I can't remember where I had this one, so I'm going to ink the bottom of it because I feel like this was at the bottom. Just want to check that. What was next? It mustn't have been. Maybe I can have that one next. These two are very similar, so probably from the same piece of paper, I'm thinking. So I just want to make sure that they're not together. So there I have 2 vertical, 2 horizontal. They look so gorgeous. And for the last ones, I just had another thought. And so part of this idea is all about using up the scraps that I have, but still creating something beautiful with them. So I'm hoping this will work. This idea may be a little bit fiddly because I just remembered my love of inking, so you'll have to bear with me. I don't even know why I'm putting a lid on that because I'm probably going to need it. So I have these scraps here, and we'll start with those. So I don't know if I've mentioned my love of games, but does anybody know the game Tetris? That's where this idea just came from. So that may or may not be a really good clue for you all. I'm going to do some inking. And I may need to size these as I go to make them work, but we'll see. So who else loves games? I love all sorts of games. I don't know about you. I'd be interested to know what sort of games you do like if you're a game player. I often wonder about who came up with the ideas behind some of the games I've played, like football, for instance. Not that I play football, sorry, that was totally unexpected, but I remember having a conversation with somebody one day, and I was like, whoever decided to put goals or sticks at the other end of the field and decided that getting a ball and chasing it from one end to the other with obstacles, which are obviously the other opponents, was a great idea. Like, who does that? I'm just going to tear this into pieces, and I may even do this one into thirds. I'm just making this up, guys. I'm not even thinking about it too much. Yes, who decided that was a great idea? Or have you ever thought about a packet of cards? Now, I know that we use cards, and I've certainly used cards to alter, to add to my journals, but who decided how cards came about? Like, who went, let's take the numbers 1 to 10, which I can understand, but where does Jack, Queen, King come into it? I don't get that. And at which end should the ace be? I mean, seriously, some games you're allowed to have the ace at either end. Some you're only allowed to use it as a 1. I don't get that. Yeah, it baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. And I don't know if you've ever played those wooden puzzles that are like brain teasers. Like, they're designed to challenge you to be able to... This all started because I'm placing pieces of paper on a card. Oh, golly. The wooden brain teasers. I can remember using those as a child growing up, and also as an adult since. They can be really hard. I mean, who came up with those concepts? my mind's just going to other things that I've used. Like, has anybody ever seen, we were talking about the brain teasers, has anybody ever seen they're kind of like brain teasers, but made out of metal rings, so you have to work out, or I think I've seen some that are metal triangles, and you have to work out how to separate them. They are so hard. Just give me good old Tetris any day. So what sort of games do you like to play? Do you like board games or card games? Do you like a combination? Do you like outdoor games? My family went through a stage, and I still love the game of bocce, or I think some people call it bowls. It was a great family holiday entertainment or evening entertainment, especially in the spring and summer, those beautiful warmer months. And everybody could play. It was a game that any age can play, which was fabulous. Love it. Just love it. I love how games can unite people and can unite families and give common interest, and just so much fun. Oh, except for Monopoly. Monopoly is a different game altogether. It always brings out the worst in people, I find. Far too competitive. The Monopoly players in my family, very competitive. Still lots of fun. Oh dear, too funny. That one kind of... Okay. We're getting to the end of the inking. We are getting to the end of the inking. I don't know whether I will have it. Oh, golly gosh. I'm speaking way too quickly and not getting the words out correctly. Okay. I'm not sure if I'll have enough papers, but we will see. All depends how the Tetris board goes down. And no, I'm not going to play it like a real game of Tetris where you keep going until they fit perfectly. I will be prepared to tear if I have to. But, so this is kind of like, in my mind, I was thinking of kind of a patchwork quilt crosses Tetris, I guess. That's a little bit smaller. So I mentioned in my crafty questions my love of paper clips, and for this sort of thing, this is when they come into their own, when I'm doing this sort of activity. I just find if I can use the paper clips to hold things in place and make things a little more hands-free and less stressful for me, I just love them. Kind of fluffing with this a bit, aren't I? I don't mean to. feel like I want something a little bit bigger. Just looking to see what I have. I'm sorry it's not on camera. We'll see, I have this piece. Do I have room to move that down? Indeed I do. Okay, material. Do I want it over or under? Or that's kind of fun. Oh, that didn't tear very well. Can I turn it around that way? More paper clips. Okay, so I need to try and straighten this up and ink. Nope, I like it that way. Okay, so that's one. Oh my gosh, that's pretty. And then Tetris number 2. Where do I want that? Okay. So they are my 2 Tetris tags. I'm just going to glue those down and hope that I get them in the right order. And I think I will get a clean glue paper. Oops, that didn't go very well. Fingers crossed I get this right. I'm hoping I can. Actually, oh my goodness. We'll see how this goes. It could end up very different to the one we started with if I don't get the order right. And I'm not sure I remember exactly how it goes. So fingers crossed. Oops. Hoping that's far enough across. Could have been a little bit further. I kind of made a mess of that, guys. Okay, I think this one was next, or this one. Where was that one? Because I had a gap down here. Oh dear, I knew I'd do this. Did I have that up there? Okay, I'm going to quickly check the video and I'll be back. Won't be a moment. Okay, I'm back again. I'm not quite sure I'll get it 100% right, but that was awkward. I had a funny feeling I might do that. I got myself all confused and flustered. Never mind. Never mind. As you can see, a couple of things changed on my desk in the meantime, like putting that one together, which I had completely in the wrong spot. I think I'm going to take this one very close to the edge. The really scary thing is that you guys can all rewind and check up on me and see how I did. I failed at my game of memory, okay? Speaking of games. Oh, goodness. Now I'll probably put it upside down, and who knows, who knows, who knows. I feel like I want it around the other way, now that I've said that. Oh, no. Oh, stop second-guessing yourself, Sharon, and just get on with it. Okay. At the end of the day, if it's different, it doesn't really matter. Okay. Now I really am second guessing myself. I'm like, have I got this the right way or is it upside down? It doesn't matter. And that's the thing. When there's no direction on the paper, it doesn't matter which way around it goes. It still looks beautiful. I feel like that was down further. I'm not sure this will. Oh no, it will cover. Only just. I did have it a little longer though. Kind of feel like I want it to. Might change that one up, I think. I think I had this one here down a little further when I first put them together. I just prefer the look of it overlapping this one here. So, quick fix. Yes, like that. And then, lucky last piece of the puzzle. I'm not going to rush out and do any brain teasers after this video, I can assure you. Oh dear. I'm not even sure I should do a jigsaw puzzle after that. but oh my goodness, it's so pretty. How fun. Okay, picking up my paper clips. One set of hands put away. And so you can see the two side by side. They look so different once they're glued down, but I just love them. Okay, gosh, that's fun. Okay, popping that to the, oh gosh, they look so pretty together. I'm not going to show you yet because I want you to see them all together. Okay, how can I do this one so I don't mess up quite so much? Not that I don't love the result. Like I said, I haven't been in my crafting space for so long, I've forgotten how I do things. This is how I do it. Oops. I need another paper clip for this one. You know when it just won't work the way you want it to work? There we go. Come along now, play the game. Hip hip hooray! Okay, so from there, thinking this was the first one I put down. Nope, this one. So the beauty of doing this is that I can turn it upside down and see what I need to attach first. And that's probably not my easiest starting point, to be fair, because it's in the center. So what can I do? Okay. So that's come away. Oh, I do need to change that paper, don't I? If I didn't have so many little pieces of paper, I probably wouldn't have to go to those lengths to remember how it went down, or if I had a better memory. But the paper clips really do help to keep everything together as best as possible, just to use it as a guide, really. And if you don't want to rely on your memory like I don't, Sometimes I'm sure it's not a good thing to have this on video. Okay. So, oops. I need to pick it up without shifting things. Like that. You are what I wanted. Okay, these bits I'm not quite sure how they went down, so we're just going to go for gold, I think. And I'm using the paper towel because my fingers are quite tacky, and the paper towel just helps me finish that down without sticking to the paper. Now I've really messed myself up. Awkward, I'll be back. Okay, that was awkward. Twice. Tetris, not my game, even though I used to play it, just so that you know. So I'm going to take those away, and I need to pop these down next. I need to stay on task so I remember. Golly gosh, lucky I was videoing. Okay. Having said that, I think I have mentioned in one of my previous videos, before I started doing the YouTube channel and recording for posting and sharing with you all, I would actually take a photo of how I had set things up like this so I could reference back to it. So it's not like I actually used to rely on my memory anyway before. This is obviously just the first time I've done anything like this since I've been filming. Or videoing. Who says filming anymore? What do you say? Do you say filming or videoing? Interesting, because sometimes I think it depends on where you're from as to what you say. I know in Australia it is, or could be an age reference. Oh dear. Anyway, so moving right along. Kind of looks like it has text, but I can't decide which way the text goes. I feel like that's better. Just the way it pops once it's glued down makes me so happy. And one more itty bitty piece. Oops. Okay, so I'm just going to clean up my second set of hands. And I'll clean up my table and we can have a look at all of our cards together. So these are our 2 patchwork cards. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. I love them. And then our 2 vertical cards, not in any particular order, as you can see. Oh, I love them, love them, love them, love them, love them. And then our 2 horizontal cards. Oops, I better move those up for you. Oh gosh, you guys, aren't they beautiful? I really don't know what I'm going to do with them next. I don't know. Let's see if I can get them all in camera for you. I don't know whether I'll be able to. See how delicately I'm moving those? I'm looking in the camera trying to make sure I'm actually in frame. I don't know that this is going to work. See if I can scooch you up a little bit. It's a very fine line, guys. Very fine line. Oh my gosh, I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. Let's do this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I am loving those cards. Love, love, love. And it's amazing what you can do with just some pieces of scraps. Like, some people may throw those out. I don't. I love to find new uses for them, and I just love the way they came out. As I said, haven't decided where I'll take this next, whether I will embellish them, whether I still have to do the backs of them, so that will be a future video, but that'll give me some thinking time. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I really have, and I love what we've created. I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Happy crafting, and bye for now. Okay, so I turned the camera off and realised that the middle ones were upside down, so I thought I'd turn them around the right way so you could actually see the final result as it's meant to be seen, and I would share that with you all before I go. So happy crafting, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.